Okay, well, Cobram Estate olives have a 45% market share of the extra virgin olive oil category in Australia, and they've just revealed their financial year results. So how did they go? Sam Beaton is here for more on this. Sam, great to have your company.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about your latest financial year results.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, we revealed a really pleasing result this year. Our 1 year statutory EBITDA of $70.3 million. I think one of the challenges we've faced as an agricultural company, particularly producing olives, is that our olive crop is biennial bearing. So that means we'll have a high yielding crop followed by a low yielding crop. So we're really encouraging investors to think about our profitability over a 2 year cycle, which is how we look at it internally. So the Australian business normalised EBITDA, we reported $43.7 million over the 2 years, which was a really pleasing result, particularly as we have around 39% of our olive trees are yet to reach full maturity, which is at about year 8.
Yeah, incredible. And just explain to us a little bit more in depth about that 2 year production cycle that you were speaking about, and I guess how that impacts your profits.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, under accounting standards, we're required to measure the fair value of the crop in the year of harvest. So, a high yielding year like this year, where we produced just over 16 million litres, we're required to measure the expected fair value. We then deduct the actual costs of producing that oil, and then that increment is taken to our account as profit. And then as the oil's sold, it goes through our cost of sales at that higher value. So we'll typically see a higher 1 year statutory profit in a high yielding crop year, and a low yielding crop year like next year, which we expect it to be lower, we'll see a lower reported EBITDA. So if we think about it over 2 years, that's really important to us and a really key measure. And it's really how we manage our oil. Our customers buy really consistently month in, month out. So we manage our oil position over that 24 months. So a high yielding crop year like this year will actually supply the market for around 16 months, and then a lower crop year like last year, as little as 8 months. So it means that operating cash flow is certainly a lot more consistent than the 1 year reported profit.
Yeah, remarkable stuff. You should be really, really happy with those results. Congratulations. Can you just talk to us a little bit about some of the key advantages that you guys have over your competitors, especially with imported oils from Europe?
Yeah, so it's really important to understand that extra virgin olive oil is simply the juice of the olives, and the fresher that olive oil is, the better it is for you. So the better it tastes and the more health benefits there are. And so we're able to deliver our customers fresh olive oil on supermarket shelf. We had our olive oil within 5 weeks of actually harvest. So no matter what any of our imported competitors are doing, we're always going to have fresher olive oil on shelf, which will deliver the consumers with a superior product with better health benefits and taste and smells a lot better than what you see with older olive oil.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you as well, what are some of the challenges that you guys are facing in the US market at the moment, and I guess how are you overcoming those?
No, good question. We've been in the US. We started our business from scratch around 7 years ago. We've built a processing mill over there, a storage facility, bottling line, laboratory, and we also have our own groves. What we've seen really pleasingly is a strong growth in package sales. So we sell Cobram Estate in the States, which is predominantly Californian oil and private label. And really the challenge for us now is supply. We're selling pretty much all of the oil that we process now, and which is why we're planting more groves. So our sales will continue to grow, but not as rapidly as the last 2 years until our own supply comes on. But it's certainly been a really pleasing 2 years, and from a divisional perspective, that group actually contributed a small positive EBITDA this year, which was a terrific result.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, lastly, before we wrap things up, I really wanted to ask you about this and your commitment to the wellness division. Can you just break that down for us?
Yeah, look, the wellness division is really exciting for us, and is our commitment to really a zero waste strategy. A lot of the goodness and the nutrients in the olive oil production is left in our byproducts. So we've spent 4 or 5 years developing products and extracting some of those goodnesses from the byproducts, really to monetize. And what we're all about is really, rather than having our waste or our byproducts as a cost, we're committed to turning that into value and making that into a profit center. But it's a really important strategy of the company and really important in our sustainable farming practices.
Oh, remarkable stuff. Sam, great to have your company on Ticker to share this success. Congratulations. Great to speak with you.
Thank you very much for having me.